Welcome to this month's episode of Chamber TV. This month we'll welcome Mary Salafia from Comcast Spotlight, who will share advertising tips. And Mary Beth Graham will stop by to talk about the Students in Free Enterprise program at Mount St. Mary's University. Season 2 continues with episode 15, hosted by Joe Porpiglia and Jessica Hibbard.
Thank you very much. Welcome to episode 15. We have a great crowd in the studio audience today. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, welcome everyone, and thank you for having me back. It's been a while since I've been here.
It has, too long.
And I do want to tell you, after looking at that fabulous expose you did, I hope everybody does watch that on Chamber TV. What's it actually called?
Chamber TV Confidential. Our behind-the-scenes video actually has more views than any of our episodes. It's a good watch, and we hope you'll tune into that on our YouTube channel.
And before you go on, now wait a minute now. I was hoping there'd be a little bit of a Valentine's theme here, but I'm very fortunate to have the kind of co-host that really helps make this whole thing work. So I thought it was appropriate that you should have this right here as the co-host, I think.
I'd like to thank the Academy. No, thank you, Joe. I'm going to set these back here.
All right, ready.
Enjoy them for the episode.
You'll want them back after the show.
He'll probably want them back after the show. It is Joe's daughter's birthday. Melanie, happy birthday. So, episode 15. Let's do it. If you're watching online, you've already found our YouTube channel. You can join the conversation on Twitter by using the Chamber TV hashtag. We're also posting on our Tumblr blog. You can see photos, videos, and other updates online at frederickchamber.tv.
All right, well, moving on to Positively Frederick, which is the Chamber's community blog. Now, remember, anyone can submit a story about something positive or great that happened in Frederick County.
Exactly. We like to read blogs by our local companies, and we noticed earlier this week that Dyneport Vaccine Company had a great story on their blog. They had recently remodeled their offices and donated over 90 pieces of furniture to area nonprofits.
Well, many thanks to Dyneport for reusing and supporting local charities. If you've recently remodeled or actually have furniture that you're no longer using, go visit our Positively Frederick blog at positivelyfrederick.org to find some link for Chamber member nonprofits that might be able to use these items that you're no longer using.
Yes, great idea.
Okay, well, then we move to Frederick Factoids.
The tongue twister part of the episode.
It is time again for this month's factoid about Frederick County. There's been a lot of talk about the Golden Mile lately.
Yes, there's been some great information on the City of Frederick website about revitalization plans for that stretch of Route 40.
Oh, I see that the Golden Mile was featured on the cover of Frederick Magazine.
Yes, that too. And we were asking Barb, our receptionist, for stories about the Golden Mile. She said when she worked at State Farm in the late 1960s, there were no traffic lights between Route 15 and Middletown, so they could go to the diner in Middletown, have the daily special for lunch, and be back at work in 45 minutes.
Wow, have times changed.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, when we come back, we'll talk with our first very special guest. Don't change the channel. I don't think on the computer they can change the channel.
Just don't even tell them.
Okay, well, don't change the channel.
Thank you for tuning in to episode 15 of Chamber TV. Refreshments for our live studio audience were provided by Uno Chicago Grill on Urbana Pike in Frederick.
Well, welcome back. Many people think the Chamber as being exclusively for adult business professionals, but we work with people of all ages through the Business Roundtable for Education and other programs.
Our first special guest is going to talk with us about one of our newest initiatives. Please give a warm Chamber TV welcome to Mary Beth Graham, Director of Undergraduate Studies at Mount St. Mary's University.
All right. The Chamber's membership team is going to be working with SIFE. Now, this was going to be trying to be another tongue twister for me. The Students in Free Enterprise. Tell us a bit more about the IFE chapter on the Mounts campus?
Well, I'll make it easy for you. We can call it SIFE.
Okay.
And SIFE is actually, the Mount St. Mary's University SIFE team is actually one of over 1,500 SIFE teams across the world, including over 48,000 students, which is pretty amazing. The purpose of SIFE is actually for business leaders to join together with college students to do outreach projects to help improve people's standard of living. Mount St. Mary's SIFE team has worked with the very young, as young as second grade, all the way through adults, and we've actually worked with projects in our local area in Emmitsburg, all the way even globally to Russia and Africa this year.
Wow.
Our projects include, for example, where we host an intercollegiate ethics case competition, and we're working with a project called Amuka Mama Africa, which provides resources to widows in Africa to help them actually to develop and have their own businesses and improve their standard of life. And of course, we're most pleased with our project that we're doing with the Chamber of Commerce this year through our American Free Enterprise Project.
Great. Well, the partnership that we're going to have with you guys will help us reach out to businesses in northern Frederick County. So how do you think it's going to impact companies in Thurmont and Emmitsburg?
Well, as part of this project, we really felt that it was important to be able to bring the word about the wonderful resources and support that the Chamber provides to businesses to the northern, more rural areas of Frederick County. So we're hoping to not only spread the word about the Chamber and encourage members of the businesses in the northern area of the county to be able to come down to Frederick, but also we're hoping to provide a link and be able to provide those Chamber resources on our Mount campus for those businesses. So really help them to get connected and help them to learn all the wonderful things about the Chamber of Commerce.
Awesome.
Wow. Well, we've also made arrangements for your students to meet with members of our Generation Connect. That's our Young Professionals program. What do you hope the students will learn from this connection?
We're so excited about this. We're actually very pleased because the younger members of the Chamber of Commerce often are in a position where they're learning from the others. And we're really pleased that they have such wonderful experience already that they can share that experience with our students. So we're hoping that our students will learn about those important things that they may not learn in the classroom, how to handle themselves in business, and maybe the Gen Connect folks will share some things, maybe what not to do when they embark upon a job interview or their first career.
Yeah, lots of great opportunities for mentorship. We're very excited.
It is.
Thanks for
We are
joining
too.
us.
Well, we thank you very much, and we're so excited about our partnership with the Chamber of Commerce.
Great.
Well, thank you, Mary Beth.
Thank you. Well, Joe, now it's time for your favorite segment, Member to Member Spotlight.
Absolutely. Saving money. You can shop locally and save money at the same time. As always, we spotlight a couple of our member-to-member discounts this month. And I love the one you gave me. Griff's Landing is offering 10% off your check anytime, lunch or dinner. Now, I should tell you they have a tiki lounge. I did a little research on this. So I have a hunch Friday evenings you will find possibly Joe and maybe Melanie and Zach at the tiki lounge.
Well then, here's another South Market Street discount. Ananda Shala Yoga and Pilates Studio is a new Chamber member, and they're offering Chamber members a $10 discount on classes or off 1 month of unlimited classes.
Wow. Well, you can find these discounts and many more on the website. Visit frederickchamber.org and click on the red button that says Member-to-Member Coupons. On my computer, that spot is actually worn.
We'll be back in just a moment with our next special guest. Stay tuned.
Are you interested in supporting Chamber TV? Each month, an episode sponsor will be recognized during this commercial break. To learn more about promoting your company on Chamber TV, call 301-662-0745.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Advertising is one of those things that seems simple, but it's not always easy to get the results we want.
Our next guest is going to share some tips with us. Please welcome Mary Salafia, our local sales manager at Comcast Spotlight.
Come over.
Hello. Hello.
All right. Well, it seems that almost every company under budgets when it comes to advertising and marketing. What percentage of your operating budget should you dedicate to marketing expenses? And the real bottom line is, what kind of return on the investment should you expect?
You're right. Most businesses do grossly under budget for their marketing plans, and that often equals some missed opportunities. So the rule of thumb is about 10% of an overall annual gross revenues should be tied into your marketing plan. Most businesses don't hit that. That's just a rule of thumb, though. So it's going to depend on, what we like to do is we talk to our advertisers and find out, is it a new business? Are they ramping up? Are they doing a grand opening? What are they advertising for? Or is it an established business, one that's been around for a while? They're just doing branding. They're not, focusing on any kind of specific sale. So their budgets will decrease or increase based on those kinds of climates. But if you're talking about return on investment, you really want to look at what you're doing as a whole for your media mix. And for return on investment, you have to have a consistent plan. So when you're talking about how much should I be putting into my marketing budget, it needs to be something that you can commit to for long term. Something that can be consistent, and then it's really going to depend on what your media mix is, what kind of return on investment you'll get from that.
Well, speaking of ROI, how can advertisers track the response from different types of media?
That's a good question, too. I mean, a lot of people get tied up with really trying to track specific results to different media. And what you have to remember is that your media mix is really important. And overall, it's, they work in a synergistic fashion. So you've got, you might have TV and radio and, a billboard, you've got your website. So somebody might look at their website traffic and say, you know what, I've got, all these new hits now, this is great. And, my search engine marketing really must be working. Well, what's driving those searches to your website? It's probably your TV spot, or maybe it's your banner ad on Comcast.net.
Gee, maybe.
Yeah.
Speaking of Comcast.
Yeah, Comcast Spotlight has a lot of experience with helping businesses with advertising. We understand that you're hosting an event next month that will be fun and informative. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I can. That event's going to be March 15th from 5 to 7 at the Delaplane Visual Arts Center here in Frederick, and it is going to be lots of fun. We've got a good group of folks anyway, but we're inviting a lot of our current clients and a lot of other business leaders, and we're going to have a cocktail hors d'oeuvre reception for about an hour. Cocktails and hors d'oeuvres.
Joe will be there.
Yeah, and a free TV giveaway. Big, huge, flat screen TV. It looks awesome. But the informative part of the presentation is really about the changing landscape of media. Media has changed so much in the last even 6 months, let alone a year, 5 years, 10 years. If you're still doing your media plan the way that you did it 5 or 10 years ago, you're done. You can't. There's so many new things, so much more interactive technology, and we have a lot of that, but there's other stuff out there too. So we've had a lot of clients ask, what do we do? How do you come up with a marketing plan? What kind of media mix is right for me? What works, what doesn't? So those are some of the kinds of things that we're going to address during our presentation following drinks and food.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be there. The Chamber will be there. We're looking forward to it. Thanks, Mary.
Thanks.
We will post a link to information about the Comcast Spotlight event online at frederickchamber.tv, and hopefully we'll see you at the Delaplane on March 15th. Comcast Spotlight is also one of the sponsors of our New Media and Tech Conference, which is right around the corner. So if you're attending that event, you'll be able to chat with Mary's colleagues there, too.
Great. Well, I cannot believe it's that time. Wrap-up time already, huh?
It is.
All right. Well, as always, there's a lot going on at the Chamber. Make sure you check the calendar on our website, frederickchamber.org, to see all the upcoming events. And remember, the way to get a return on the investment you made by joining the Chamber is checking the calendar and coming to events. That's how you get the return on your investment.
What a spokesman. We've posted links to all the topics we discussed today on our website, frederickchamber.tv.
Well, thanks for tuning in to our 15th episode. Wow, that is 15th episode. A lucky member of our studio audience will win today's prize, an emergency roadside kit from Clearview Car Care.
Yes. This month's show is made possible by the following donors and sponsors.
Sean Morrissey is our announcer.
Kelly Beach is our producer.
Wait a minute. For our producer, and Ed Collins, our production assistant.
Catering for our live studio audience was provided by Uno Chicago Grill. Give them a round.
And last but not least, Baltimore Coffee is our episode sponsor. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone who's here with us today, and thank you for tuning in. Join us in the live studio audience when we record our next episode, Friday, March 16th at 1 o'clock. We'll be right here in the Chamber Training Room, and you're welcome to join us. Between now and then, we'll see you around town and online at frederickchamber.tv.